Computer Geek here, and John with RCG Racing. We're doing something a little bit different today. Today, John's going to be filming a bunch of the GASA guys racing and stuff like that on one camera, and I'm going to be playing pit crew over here. This is Nate Mason. Nate Mason races this amazing machine here. Let's see if we can get you in camera. Nate, how fast does this thing go?
Just about 100.
About 100 or so? What is it?
It's a 2000 Harley Sportster with a 1250 fuel motor.
1250. Harley Sportster. So Nate's going to be working on this. I'm going to end up being his go-getter for wrenches and stuff today. We're going to see if we can film a little bit as we work with him. This is my ride for today. Whoop. Alright, he's got a bigger engine than I do. This is going to be my ride today. I get to be the tow vehicle. And Nate's actually going to be helping us with beta testing some of our intakes that we've designed for the Predators. And a lot of you guys with the snowmobiles, the kid snowmobiles, have been getting a hold of me. I may or may not sell these at some point this winter, but Nate and a few other guys are going to help me with beta testing them first. Well, everything's a bit quieter. Let's do a once-over on what I've learned so far, because I'm not a motorcycle guy. We've got hydraulic brakes back here so that when he sits, his foot is like this. When we come up through, it's actually a gravity-fed carburetor, which was really surprising to me. This is a 3D printed part for all of you guys that are hateful on 3D printer and vintage bikes and stuff. And it's an air shift setup. So this is his air shift cylinder that's right here. We're going to be tuning that in today, apparently, according to what I understand. I'm supposed to learn really quickly here. And it's also digital ignition, which is interesting to me to learn more about this, because this is what we want to run on the twin cylinder when we upgrade the Dragster at some point. Too much oil doesn't want to stay put?
Yeah, like the oil was fine, but the bike was wanting to roll through.
So what's an assembly like this cost?
About $2,000.
About $2,000? Holy cow. Okay. They say proof is in the pudding. We know this machine does about 26 miles per hour, and it just almost pulled 28 by upgrading to the intake. So Nate's going to run it all summer. We're going to see what it does, and we'll go from there. Right now, yes, I know this is going the wrong direction. It's to hold the choke, because I forgot to make the choke adapter right here. Not Nate's fault, that's my fault. Wouldn't exactly be race day if you didn't break something. So the clutch is roasting and it's jumping chain. But what we ended up figuring out was that that keyway is roasted. This is slightly too big for the shaft that it's on, so it's going like this. So what we're gonna do is, this is actually a trick for doing universal joints on a Chevy. But what you do is you cut a beer can down and you loop it around, so that way it acts as an aluminum wedge when you go to put it on and takes up the space on a worn out pulley. But I originally learned how to do this for universal joints on a multi-link Chevy. There we go. So we got the Moxie can in there, and now when you tighten up the castle nut, it's going to jam this in, and now it's all nice and solid. Hopefully we'll stop skipping and he can replace the clutch another day. Alright, so on the last race, apparently if you're trying to dial in a new shifter, you have to actually turn it on. So we got that figured out. we're gonna go try an actual hit now. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see that over the top of my head, but that's a thunderhead that's about to come in. The racetrack just called it. Unfortunately, Nate's not going to get to do any more hits. He does think he figured out what was going on with it during that last run. So, he should be here tomorrow. He'll probably actually race me in the bracket stuff. So, stay tuned to the Lawn Tractor Racing in order to see how much Nate decides to trump me. Have fun guys, and give a big thank you to Nate for putting up with us being around. Yep, we made it in just barely in time before everything hit. So, Nate's one of the guys that's been really, pushing for the idea we get to race the tractor and do some bracket stuff. So, that's what we're going to be here for on Sundays at Winterport for this year. Let's see if we can make 70, and he's clearing like 100 plus.